Imagine a world where economies rebound from the impacts of the pandemic, where wealth and opportunities are distributed fairly, where technological advancements work hand in hand with employment and income distribution. Now imagine that this is not a utopia, but the year 2024. Welcome to a deep dive, the fascinating world of economics. As we delve into this world, take note of India's economy, one of the largest in the world, usually ranking around the 5th or 6th position globally in terms of nominal GDP. However, exact rankings can vary year by year based on economic performance and fluctuations in currency values. For the most accurate, up-to-date information, refer to the latest reports from international organizations like the International Monetary Fund, IMF, or the World Bank. First on the agenda, post-pandemic recovery. The question here is, how can economies rebound from the impacts of the COVID-19 pandemic? What policies prove most effective for restoring economic growth and stability? Moving on to the persistent issue of income inequality. The gap between the rich and the poor is widening, but how can we address this growing global issue? What policies can be implemented to ensure a fair distribution of wealth and opportunities? Now let's explore the intersection of climate change and sustainability with economics. How can we transition to a sustainable economy while maintaining growth? And what are the economic implications of mitigating climate change and adapting to its effects? Next, the discussion shifts to technological disruption. With advancements in automation, AI, and other technologies, how will they impact employment and income distribution? How can societies adapt to these changes? The conversation then moves to global trade and supply chain resilience. In the face of global shocks like pandemics and geopolitical tensions, how can countries ensure resilient supply chains? What role does international cooperation play in fostering trade stability? Monetary policy and inflation mark the next point of discussion. How should central banks adjust monetary policy to address inflationary pressures while supporting economic recovery? What are the implications of different policy approaches? Finally, the talk turns to debt and fiscal sustainability. How can governments manage growing levels of public debt while ensuring fiscal sustainability? What are the risks associated with high debt levels, and how can they be mitigated? These questions shape the trajectory of economies and societies in 2024 and beyond. They represent the challenges, opportunities, and dilemmas facing economists and policymakers today. By exploring these questions, we can better understand the complexities and nuances of our global economic landscape. In summary, this deep dive into economics in 2024 revolves around 7 key questions: post-pandemic recovery, income inequality, climate change and sustainability, technological disruption, global trade and supply chain resilience, monetary policy and inflation, and debt and fiscal sustainability. The answers to these questions will shape our world for years to come. So stay curious, stay informed, and stay engaged with the world of economics.